Today on Billzart.s Vintage Toy Store, we're going vintage stamp for the stamp collectors that are out there. I used to collect a lot of stamps, but I got rid of most of them. This booklet that I found was made in 1983, but the stamps they put on these cards are actually authentic and as old as what they say they are. That one's from 1940 in mint condition, glued onto this nice card that tells everything about this important fella. And I got a whole book of them. Oh, come on, get in there. Get in there. Pretty cool. What's left of our history is right here in this stamp collection. There's one from 1948. I just can't get over the condition that these stamps are in, and as old as they are. It's a real joy finding this collection. So awesome, so awesome. Look at that, 1936. Was preserved in 1984 with all the details and everything on the back of this gentleman. Just like this one. Wow. And bam, there's all you need to know on that. I love it. Pretty neat, man. Pretty neat. And I love light towers. 1970. That is amazing. That is amazing. California. That is pretty neat. Pretty cool. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching. See you and don't want to be you. It used to be a red line. I'm gonna rip that apart and see what that looks like. I think I know which one that one is. We're gonna do something with this too. Gnarly. And that.
I'm sure back in the day this was everyone's favorite, right around the time of Smoking the Bandit. This hot bird would have flown off the shelves, and it is still one of the most popular cars of the bunch. Sometimes I've seen this car sell for as much as $40 in this condition. This is the first release of the car. A rare prototype does exist with a white bird on the hood instead of the yellow one that you see.
Duh.
And throughout the years, the next few years, this car was re-released over and over again with different bases and different slight changes to the boldness of the tampo, the color of the tampo, and also most notably the window tint is an indicator of which year this car was released. We'll get into that later as the cars are released in the later videos, but for now, this is what the base should look like for a 1978 first release.
the rest of my plane. It crashed, and it took me forever looking for parts. That's one nice Firebird.
I'm eating your cupcake.
Alright. She's eating my cupcake. Man, it looks nice together. I think I'll do a matching theme on this. Of course, the rims will be different. But I got an idea.
We're going to look at these Hot Wheel Ferrari P312s, or 312P, I should say. The first release, of course, and these also had, because it was a 74 car, and these castings came out back in the 60s with the Spectre Flame paint jobs. It was quite common for these 74 models, this being a 74 right here, to feature the capped wheels on the back, and sometimes the more modern wheels on the front, same as the Red Baron. They all had an opening canopy on the back to reveal a very impressive 12-cylinder engine with the exhaust sticking straight out the top. The feature for this month, of course, though, was the Blackwall version, and this kind of goes against what most collectors, or many, not most, but many collectors believe, are that the red lines are the most desirable. In this case, this Blackwall version of the Ferrari P312 is extremely hard to find. More often you will find this in your eBay searches with the red line wheels. Almost never will you find it with the Blackwall wheels. And this is not an easily duplicated car, or reproduced, I should say. Examine the tampos, of course, is always my first suggestion. Check that the wheels are not sloppy and that they have been augered out in the centers to provide for fake axles, which are people often put in with pins that they mushroom out the heads on. And just check for any other strange little oddities that you might find. But overall, most people won't even know that a Blackwall version would be rare. More often you're going to find a fraud car that was a Blackwall with the red lines on it now.
Alright, I got this Ferrari 312 apart. I'm going to have to get some new axles, new cap tires somewhere. I'm going to get some, put some red lines on that. Clean that motor up. Get that blue paint off of there. This is only plastic, so it's very fragile. Gotta clean it really good. I'm gonna go ahead and restore this because this did not come with a windshield, and it's already missing the back, but I'm gonna make it look so nice that we don't even need the back. Maybe it can come later. So I'm gonna repaint this and get tempos for it, or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna get the right water slides that go on that, and it's gonna look like the original one. I might even be able to order the back to that. I'm hoping I can. Let me see. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I don't know. It just depends on how that turns out. Oh yeah, that stuff again. Ooh. We're gonna do a reveal. Oh yeah. Use gloves, y'all. Please. Don't be like me. Alright. Gotta get new of those. Get some red lines, put on there. Soak this in soap and water with Dawn dishwashing liquids. And along with this too, the interior. I'm gonna try to get that clean. It's supposed to be white, I think. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And polish this up real nice. The engine. And it'll look really nice. Alright. I got most of the paint off of this. And the door seams are there. They're like indented instead of outward. I mean, instead of rised, they're sunk in. So this has enough zinc on it. Hopefully I can get it polished up to where we won't see that pitting and spotting as much. I'm going to soak it one more time, and then I'm going to get them grooves out clean. And this didn't have a windshield, but the earlier ones did. But this particular one didn't. So since I don't have a rear end on this, I'm just going to do it nice as I can get it. So let's see how this turns out. This interior I thought was white, but it was actually black, and I gotta get all that white stuff out. So the interior was actually black, not white. And this is black, so I'm just gonna clean this really good, and hopefully it don't crack on me. I tried to save the windshield, but it was too brittle and broke, so I don't want to take this apart, but it looks like I'm gonna have to order a windshield or find another donor cart. I really don't want to take this one apart, but I'm definitely gonna get this one together. Hopefully this will turn out really nice once I decide what tires I put on it, because these are toast. All right, now see, this is the interior, and there's still a little bit of white paint down in there. Dadgummit. Is that white paint? Yeah. I can't tell. However, see, this piece was two little prongs right there. And then there's two little prongs in there, or two little holes. And they go in there like... so, like that. And it's supposed to look like that. And it came out. Okay, the interior is supposed to be like that. Now let's polish this thing up. Man, this turned out better than I thought. It shined up pretty nice. And the way this motor goes on just goes right there. Oh, it's on backwards. The motor has the headrest attached. It turned out really good. If it turns out really good, I'm gonna, since the interior is black, I'm gonna do it black and yellow with red lines. How's that? Specs flame antifreeze. Wow, there it is. Put some new red lines on it, and look pretty cool. Shoot it with a high gloss. Specs flame antifreeze. Maybe one day I'll get the rear end. All done with a Sharpie. Of course, you gotta make sure you buy compatible lacquer. So far, this stuff here has done a pretty good job. I like how the toning in the metal has, now it naturally comes through the original Spectre flame, because that's what it does. I think it gives it character. You see the play marks are still on it. See all the seams. It'll look really nice with some new red lines. Oh yeah, it's nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Can't wait to put the tires on it.
I'm sure back in the day this was everyone's favorite, right around the time of Smoking the Bandit. This hot bird would have flown off the shelves, and it is still one of the most popular cars of the bunch. Sometimes I've seen this car sell for as much as $40 in this condition. This is the first release of the car. A rare prototype does exist with a white bird on the hood instead of the yellow one that you see.
Duh.
And throughout the years, the next few years, this car was re-released over and over again with different bases and different slight changes to the boldness of the tampo, the color of the tampo, and also most notably the window tint is an indicator of which year this car was released. We'll get into that later as the cars are released in the later videos, but for now, this is what the base should look like for a 1978 first release, featuring typically a dark blue tinted window.
I'm Eric Davis, former Major League Baseball.
It was hideous, but I got the new capped red line tires on there. Had to glue it on the other side. It broke off, but they look good on there. I got ordered those red line cap tires from Second Chance Red Lines, so you get all your water slides and all your good accessories, windshields, engines, body parts. Hopefully I can find the rear end for this, but until then, let's put this thing together, man. A little bit of hard work, and it turned out fabulous. Now these two right here have never been touched. Those are, as far as I know, those are the original capped wheels on this 69 Ferrari 312P Hot Wheels. It's all original. Did not do any touch-ups on this car at all. And it does have a windshield. This one has not been touched. Both of these are US, and they are, oh no, I'm sorry, both of these are Hong Kong's. Yes, they are. Beautiful cars. Of course, I had to put my own twist on it. Now I have a Spectre Flame. Oh yeah. Awesome. Now I'm working on this. It is the Hot Bird 77 Trans Am, and it's gonna be gnarly.